Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for tuning in here. We are live from Brands Hatch over in the UK, mate. The UK? You sure you're okay? See what I did there? It was just a play on words there with the UK stuff. I'm a bit under the weather tonight. I'm your commentator and host, Zach O'Reilly, as always. And I will never stop being that person, but I am a bit under the weather, so excuse me if there are some coughs and right on cue. As we get into practice session ending in about, it says about 12 minutes, so we might tick it over a bit earlier here, but look at this, ladies and gentlemen, 17 cars on track. It is all happening here. Brands Hatch, though, speaking of which, what an absolute rip snorter of a track here. Let's have a quick overview of it. It's a 3.1 kilometre circuit, but 1.995 there's been put in, but 9 turns. Effectively, it looks like there's about 15, but half of them are straight, so 9 turns. And Alex McEwen, doesn't need to qualify, or Mr. D&Q as we call him. 144.845 in the practice server, just flying around there very nicely. But the race lap record is Scotty Mansell in a Benetton B197, a 2001 model F1, I would say. And it's going to be a cracking round tonight. 7 minutes of quali, 15-minute race 1, 16-minute race 2. But that is a reverse top 10 of race 1's finishing position, so you've got to get yourself up there in there to be in it to win it. And then with race 3, 17 minutes, a reverse top 12 if you don't mind. So 2/3 of the grid here will be at the shot for getting somewhere a bit further up if they have a bit of a trials and tribulation session down in race 2 there. That's where we're at for that. Our driver standings, I'll tell you what, it's heating up. It's heating up here with everyone. Alex McEwen and Nick Mello are just blazing away out in front. Lachlan Grant, though, not far behind them, 237 points. Nick Mello has been the let's call him the benchmark. Let's call him the benchmark of this season. And he's galloped away there, 320 points, if you don't mind. That's pretty bloody good in that department. Nathan Hughes is following Lachlan Grant there in the 200s as well. Andrew Ferguson, the older one, the maestro of that household, is in 5th position. Matthew Brown, missed him last week. All back here, ready to go. You can see him in there running 3rd in practice at the moment. Jack Ferguson, the youngest of the two, in 7th position. Tyler Craig in 8th. Is he in the server? He said he was going to be here tonight, so fingers crossed Tyler Craig does rock up. Nick Mole in 9th, and the windscreen. Ben O'Brien is in 10th to round out all of that for now. Let's get to some on-track action here. Chris Pinkney is back. He's got a new wheel. He's gone from Logitech to a direct drive. So, welcome to the expensive world of sim racing. I still have my G25 somewhere, but I run a Thrustmaster, not even direct drive, and I thought that was an upgrade enough. But he'll be looking to dial in that wheel tonight. Will be a Chris Pinkney. The chef is here, Hayden Cook. He is on fire, sitting in 6th place here. We're doing 147, mid 147s as we speak. Good to see Sam Bensley back in Wednesday Cup as well. We got Dusty Martin just chilling around here, doing his best at the moment. We're good to see him here, and a veteran of AK Racing, if you don't mind, is the man on screen and on cue here. Jimmy Park doing his best impression of Tokyo Drift as we come around. Here's the windscreen. The windscreen's in. We've got Ryan Nielsen, so we've got the funeral director here, Nielsen Family Homes, or whatever you want to call. Matt Belton will be at the bash up. He's here. And the power broker in Lee Trigglebank is also in the server now too. So it's heating up here, ladies and gentlemen. It's getting spicy. We've got 19 cars now sitting around here for Brands Hatch. And honestly, it's an absolute belter of a track here. We love it. And it always produces good racing. Doesn't matter what category of racing it's in. It's a fantastic place to be. And none other than Andrew Ferguson. Speaking of best places to be, in the cockpit of his car at this point in time, Eddie's looking on point at the moment, doing mid-147s, just to get his eye in, letting everyone get past him, which is good. The chef here, he's got his knife sharpened tonight, I have a feeling, does the chef. Gordon Ramsay will be looking to see if he is worthy of another Michelin hat in Hayden Cook tonight, to see where his performance is. The championship leader here, Nick Mallow, is in the server, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that, blue as the sky are those headlights, and so, well, it's probably the opposite of his mental state. If he's not blue at all, he is green as hell. Flying around in these 86s, he's really come a proper racing driver in this category. Liking the rear end, dancing around a bit, as does Alex McEwen too, his fellow quick compatriot there. And I'll tell you what, the informed man though is this guy Nathan Hughes, flying around and loving a bit of aggression and some clean overtakes this season. It's been good to see, and he's really found his straps here. With I think he's probably about in round 4-3, I reckon he found his straps here to Nathan Hughes. So good to see him flying around. The new parent and his mum also watches here on the stream too, so she'll be shouting around. And a big shout out to Mrs. Hughes as well, watching here for Simsational TV, watching her son go around here and doing a very, very good job at that with the car control department. That is fantastic. We're going to call him M&M. Is Mitchell M? I'm going to have to call him M&M. That's what it is up there on the screen, so good to have him in the server too. But for now, let's ride on board if we can with the chef. We'll see what the chef is doing. The chef's coming up and around here. We'll even give you. I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll even give you all the corner names because that's just how good I am. I know exactly where we are at this track. It is absolutely fantastic. This is the Pilgrim's Drop coming in now, and then we're up into Hawthorn Bend. Very technical corner, Hawthorn Bend. You've got to get the car tucked right in and not get oversteer on exit. So that's very, very hard onto the Portobello straight, which is Westfield Bend here now. Also a bloody ripper. Absolutely love this sort of section of the corner. Dingle Dell is what the Pommies call it. There's a bit of Dingle Dell up here. And this is Dingle Dell corner. Very technical to get that exit right there as well. And this Sterling's is what this corner's called. Catches me off guard, something chronic. I can never get that corner right. I don't know why. I'll try it in every car, just cannot get it right. I brake too late. And down into Clearway straight onto the final corner. This has a no-name corner, so into no-name. And very important, you can, if you get out wide, you can also tuck in here, coming onto the front straight, and it gains you about a 1/10.5. So if you're listening in the practice server, guys, you can find yourself another 10th if you do that. Chef's done a 148.0. His best is a 147.5. So he'll be looking to get a better position. He's not going to do it with that sort of behaviour, going off into the sand, but trying to be one of the three mermaids or something like that out there at the beach. So it'll be interesting to see, but nonetheless, we're going to wrap it up here, ladies and gentlemen, from the Simsational TV department for the moment. We're going to get qualifying underway very, very shortly. It is 8:31 p.m. here in Victoria, and qualifying starts at 8:30, so we're late. But I'll be back shortly here with you and with everyone else here for qualifying very, very shortly here for the Toyota 86s. Stick around. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're up and qualifying here for everyone in sundry here at the Wednesday Cup on the TG86s flying around here at Brands Hatch, and no one further to be on board with, and the person who's usually first on track and always really, Nick Mallow, doing excellently here. As we can see, he is just frothing life at the moment in the Wednesday Cup Championship. But it's great to have him around here, and it looks like to me he is flying. So we'll see where he comes out in it, but don't ever count out the result yet. He is quick, is Nick Mallow, but he's not unbeatable. Alex McEwen is a very quick driver, and he's probably his Achilles heel in Nick Mallow is Alex McEwen here. So it's good to have a bit of friendly competition here. They're both quick drivers. The chef is going to be on fire tonight. So is the underground mammal in Nick Mull too. He will be wanting to relegate any points that he possibly can for this evening. And I'll tell you what, the pressure, we all think the champion is, or the championship leader is the biggest pressure point. This guy, Andrew Ferguson. Now, his son has had the best measure of him for the last 2 rounds, and I can tell you now that the amount of swinging in the Ferguson household is not coming from Andrew Ferguson. It is coming from his son, Jack Ferguson, and this is the battle. Pressure is on here for Jack tonight to perform, but then also for his dad to outperform his overperforming son. So keep your eye out there, ladies and gentlemen. It is a battle. They came together last round, if you missed the stream, and it was, I reckon it was probably pieces of rice and maybe some 2-minute noodles if he was lucky for Jack this week. So he's probably a bit hungry and a bit under the starving cloud, and they might not be 100% here tonight for Jack Ferguson, but we'll find out anyway. See what's going on here. Oh, good to see Aiden Grigg back as well. He's flying around here, doesn't need any sponsors. He can just keep going and be quick himself. So it's good to see him. We won't miss him tonight at all. Nick Mulver already been out. JFK's nephew, Ryan Kennedy, is performing well. He will be looking to get up the grid some way in the 8 tonight, and the windscreen as well. The windscreen's come back after a round off, I think it was last week. So good to see him back. Is the windscreen. The rapper's in. Eminem, he's here. Balsha is in Matt Belton. He'll be absolutely wanting to clobber some people tonight with that last name, I'll tell you what. And it's interesting to see him back in the circuit and in the server too, because he's got some pace up his sleeve, that's for sure. Don't you worry about that. Chris Pinkney with the new wheel. He'll be dialing that in as we go across the round. He's already apologised in the Discord channel apparently too, so good on him. But yeah, it's interesting to see, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a bit of everyone in here tonight. It's a big Grigg, and here is Mr. Craig himself. We said hopefully he's around, and he is in the server. So good to see Tyler Craig back in black, or back in action here as well. But the times are now starting to tumble, ladies and gentlemen. Alex McEwen's just gone bang with a 145.02. So he is flying around at the moment. Next one is Matthew Brown behind him. He'll be wanting to get quick smart up there in the lap time department. Who's the next one across? Lachlan Grant as well. Fantastic to see doing 146.3s is Lachlan Grant. Interesting. Not sure how or why, but Lachlan Grant has just started to get into the swing of being a real aggressor. And I think I got a nickname for him. I'm going to call him the Honing Missile, because we think we've already got a torpedo on Matt Cotter. Lachlan Grant is doing his best impersonation of that gentleman here in the Wednesday Cup Series, but we can't use the same nickname, so the Honing Missile is in, and Lachlan Grant now just doing his best of a cool-down lap, and he'll be wanting to get back out. 4.5 minutes left in qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. Eminem's gone up the field a bit, 148.2 for him. Lachlan Grant, as we said before. Matthew Brown, welcome back, son. He is in. He was third in the championship up until last round when he missed out, so wanting to consolidate some good points tonight will Matthew Brown to get himself back up there in the standing sort of department, I would say. Nick Mallow, though, championship leader, he's about to cross the line, and what will that do to his time? Nothing. 146.523. So he will be wanting to get on the horse really quickly and get out of that bottom 5 or bottom 10 that he's in at the moment, wanting to get himself up into the top 3 tonight. Will Nick Mallow? So we'll see where that puts him. In fact, let's have a look and see what the onboard is like of Nick Mallow. How has he got the car settled tonight? Has he got it pointed in nicely? Getting that bum of the car turn around. Oh, just a bit of an overcorrection there for Nick Mallow. So a little bit off chat at the moment, but he'll come around. Don't stress. That's all going to happen for him very shortly. Gets really aggressive on the steering wheel there and overturns it in, sort of Fernando Alonso-esque back in 2005, 2006. So I reckon he is going to be looking at that driving style. Probably needing to be a bit smoother, especially around here at Brands Hatch. And it looks excellent in the car of Nick Mallow at the best of times. Hugs that corner beautifully. Doesn't run too wide there. Just the car looks very twitchy at the moment for Nick Mallow. Shift it back down into third. Let's get back up onto the power as we come into Dingledale. And then Dingledale corner is coming up here too. Very off-putting this corner. You think you got all the pace and then you run wide and you're like, oh, there it is. Exactly that point there, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what happens as we come into Sterling's. And Nick Mallow sort of gathered it up there, but he's a good 1.4 seconds off. So we'll get around, get off him. And let's go back to Nathan Hughes, 146.7. It's tight here, ladies and gentlemen. 146.3, 146.4, 146.5, 146.7, and then 147.1. Where do you find the closeness? You don't find it anywhere else than here. But Alex McEwen has just blitzed everyone, and he's going quicker again, ladies and gentlemen. Alex McEwen now is coming around. He's purple in first one and two sectors. Let's see where he comes into the third and final. As he crosses the line here. What a quick car this is at the moment for Alex McEwen. Really getting it dialed in here around Brands Hatch. It's good to see. And we'll see where this is going to put him. Oh, it's still green there down in the timing tower, so it looks like he's going to improve again. What does this put him in the grand scheme of things? Apart from first, it can only be better. 144.86, so another tenth and a half off his personal best of a 145 dead is Alex McEwen with 2 minutes to go. This is everyone's. This could be everyone's last lap coming up here at the moment. So the times could tumble here, ladies and gentlemen. We're looking at it. I reckon it's going to tumble faster than a Jenga set if anyone has anything to say about it. Andrew Ferguson is in 7th. His son is in 13th. So fair way into the safe zone is Andrew Ferguson for now in the qualifying department. Not if JFK's nephew has anything to say about it. Ryan Kennedy's just come across and done 146.8. Bumped Andrew down into 8th and Eminem into 7th. So he's jumped up the table list at the moment. And Green as well here, ladies and gentlemen. Looking for a quick sector. And Matthew Brown now is, I don't know how he's doing 128. So that doesn't make sense. But says he's green at any stage. We'll see where that comes. Tyler Craig's just come through into the 11th position. He's got one more lap in him. Around here, I don't know why his livery doesn't show up, ladies and gentlemen. It's downloaded, it's in the server. I don't understand. I'll see if I can get this fixed. Sorry, Tyler, in between the bloody sessions. See what happens there, but he's flying around. Let's see what he can do. The chef in 13th, looking to get those knives a bit sharper, I would say, at this point in time. Gordon is not going to be happy with the 13th. That's an unlucky number. He's very superstitious, is Gordon, and that will be a position that Hayden wants to get out of pretty quickly. The windscreen doesn't need one at the moment. It's looking pretty new, but he's down on his personal best. So this is all over for the windscreen for now. Jack Ferguson, what the hell's going on, son? You're 4 and a bit seconds down on your own best. I don't know what's happening here, mate. You need to get a gallop on there, and he's going to collide. Oh, no, that's huge. That's huge in the grand scheme. Now that car looks like it's got more hits than Elvis on the front, and that is qualifying over. Matthew Brown has come through. He has done a 146.088. So still a fair way off everyone here. Is Alex McEwen going quicker? He is not going quicker, but just he's got Sam Bensley in the way there. We wanted Sam to get out of the way, but that'll be it. He's already 3/10 down, so he's given up. Has Alex McEwen on a fight to get even a better PB, but Matthew Brown now took your chika. That was fantastic stuff from Matthew Brown. Just really flicked it in there. Couldn't resist. Lachlan Grant in 3rd. Nathan Hughes is crossing the line. He's up on his PB here, by the sound of it. Where is this going to put Nathan Hughes? This could be interesting, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to bump him no closer. So he must have had lap traffic there from Jack Ferguson, I would say, because he was up in 1 and 2. Ryan Kennedy's crossed the line in 5th. Andrew Ferguson in 6th. He is also up on a PB. Ooh, just off at the moment. We might ride on board here with Andrew. Oh, no, he's 3/10 around. 3/10 away. Alex McEwen's given up the ghost. Matthew Brown's 3.5 seconds off. Ryan Nielsen's coming into the pits. Aidan Grigg is off as well. Everyone's just out. So we're going to check the results here as per the live grid And this is your race 1 positional changes, ladies and gentlemen. Alex McEwen in first place. Matthew Brown in second. What a gallant effort by him. Lachlan Grant in third. So good podium position to start for Lachlan Grant. Nick Mallow fourth. Nathan Hughes in fifth. Ryan Kennedy, Andrew Ferguson, Eminem in eighth. Nick Bowl in ninth. And the chef in 10th. There you go. I told him, and he listened to me. So well done to the chef in 10th. Matthew Bolton in 11th. Tyler Craig in 12th. Ryan Nielsen 13th. Aiden Grigg 14th. Ian O'Brien in 15th. Jack Ferguson in 16th. He'll be disappointed with that, will Jack Ferguson. Sam Bensley, Chris Pinkney, Dustin, and the power broker, Tricklebank and Jimmy Park. Didn't even set a time in that run, did Jimmy Park? But nonetheless, that's qualifying over. It's all going to happen soon, ladies and gentlemen. Race 1 is coming up, but it's a 15-minute sesh. And we can't be any more excited here at Simsational TV for that one. It's going to be one of those fantastic races, I have a feeling. Hopefully the boys can keep it all nice and kosher in that department. But we'll be back shortly with race 1 coming up in just a few moments. Stick around, go and refill all those condiments that you have sitting in front of you there to keep yourself refreshed and alive for everything in Simsational TV and AK Racing, because we'll be back here in just a few moments for race 1.
She wanna do it like she want what I got. Maybe be that we getting freaky, but then maybe we not. She was so hot, wanna do it a lot. And this girl gotta go, she's a head full of crazy. She wanna do me at the movies like I'm Tom Cruise. So I go reaching for the goodies and end up with a bruise. Looking for clues, I got nothing to lose. And this girl gotta go, I don't want her to stay. Ooh yeah, you know I know that I don't mind. But if I want you to stay, well then I let you know. Then I say, girl gotta go, I don't want her to stay. Ooh yeah, you know I know that I don't mind. But if I want you to stay, well then I let you know. Then I say, ooh yeah, you know I know that I don't mind. But I don't want you to stay, so you gotta go away. Hey. Oh, 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 down. With Britney Spears, and then I wake up to the smell of cigarettes and beer. The hairspray isn't helping me here. Then this girl gotta go, I don't want her to stay. Ooh yeah, you know I know that I don't mind. But if I want you to stay, well then I let you know. Then I say, ooh yeah, you know I know that I don't mind. But I don't want you to stay. Met a girl, thought she was grand.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is my story, and this is a story of the week so far here for everyone in Sundry on Wednesday night. They're finding themselves racing at Brands Hatch here for race one. A good 15 minutes of absolute ball-tearing excitement here. I'm Zach O'Reilly, and I'm under the weather, so if I start coughing in between calls or whatever, ladies and gentlemen, I apologise. You can probably hear it in my voice. It's a little bit deeper and a bit nasally. That's not going to stop me from commentating. I'll give you the hot tip. And it's not going to stop anyone here at AK Racing. This is our grid for race one. Alex McEwen is off the front row. He is next to Matthew Brown with Lachlan Grant on the second row. Next to him is Nick Mallow. Third row is Nathan Hughes with Ryan Kennedy, Andrew Ferguson, and Mitchell M. I'm calling M&M tonight. In 8th and 9th respectively. Nick Mull in 10th to round out your top 10. Hayden Cook is next to him with Matt Belton, Tyler Craig, Ryan Nielsen, Aidan Grigg, Ian O'Brien, Jack Ferguson, Sam Bensley, Chris Pinkney, and Dusty Martin with the power broker, and Jimmy Park doing their best impressions there of second and last. But probably, the slowest wins the race is what they say. And when it comes to people being slow, it's not the case here for Alex McEwen. This guy knows exactly where he needs to put his car, and that is on the inside, and defend that position, because he's going to have a very, very angry Matthew Brown here, looking to take advantage of turn one, because Nick Mallow, our championship leader, is in 5th, and he will be looking to capitalise on any sort of mistakes that any of these blokes do at the start. So it's a be-all, end-all, and all the lights are starting to come up here on the screen here, ladies and gentlemen. We are up for race 1 of 3 here tonight at Simsational TV and AK Racing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lights. Who's going to get the whole shot here? Is it Alex McEwen or is it Matthew Brown? Geez, they've all got a very even start there. That's fantastic to see. We'll get out of this and go into Alex McEwen's car. Look at that. Sam Bensley has jumped the start, ladies and gentlemen. So he is going to be in for a drive-through already. Have we got around the back safely, ladies and gentlemen? I'm not too sure. Has anyone come up? We've got some positional changes here. Alex McEwen's taken over the lead. Nick Mellow's come up 2 places as well. Make that 3, because he's just got up the inside of Matthew Brown momentarily. Is there any carnage here in the background at the moment? Doesn't look like it. Everyone's sort of got through very nicely there. That's some good racing by everyone in Sundry. Look at all those 86s stream through here, ladies and gentlemen. That is a sight to behold at this point in time. Good to have everyone on board and on track here. I love seeing all this sort of stuff here. What is happening here? Nathan Hughes is battling hard there with Andrew Ferguson. Both of them door bashing as we get up into turn 4, up onto the straightaway. This could be interesting between Nathan Hughes and Andrew Ferguson. And Andrew Ferguson has now yielded that position. So 6th is now Nathan Hughes. Alex McEwen's galloped away. You can see they're up in front. He's galloped away to a 1.6 second lead. Matthew Brown is behind him as well, but he's got a fiery Nick Mallow sitting in his mirror too. So don't you worry. That's all going to be happening there. Between those 4. This battle here is good though. Nathan Hughes finding himself a bit of a cork here. There's an angry Nick Mull and M&M behind them too. And now Andrew Ferguson is hounding the back of Nathan Hughes. So this could be interesting stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. But what's happening up the front here in the next battle pack? Ryan Kennedy just looking at the battle between himself, Lachlan Grant, Nick Mallow, and Matthew Brown. And what's happened there is Matthew Brown got a bit wide. No, he hasn't. Nick Mallow though, he's up the inside here. And these guys are going to go side by side down the front straight away. And Nick Mallow's got the jump already on Matthew Brown. So Nick Mallow now into 2nd. Matthew Brown has to yield for 3rd place. But he's got Lachlan Grant behind him and Ryan Kennedy too. Ryan Kennedy's found his straps here at the moment, has he, by Jingos. And now look at Matthew Brown's going for another move up the inside of Nick Mallow. Nick Mallow's run it very wide, but he's held it together there. But still, Matthew Brown's got a better drive. But now Nick Mallow's going to have the inside run. And behind them too, Lachlan Grant and Ryan Kennedy both going side by side, door by door, exactly the same as these two here. So great battling and racing here by these two up here for the battle of 3rd position effectively. And Matthew Brown's not finished yet either. He's going to try and go up the inside, but that you won't get the job done there. And now Nick Mallow is flying. He's flying, but also that battling has brought in Nathan Hughes into the battle pack here too. So he'll be looking to get up the inside of one of these 3 drivers at some point. And overtake for a positional change into 5th or 4th. And look at that. Lachlan Grant and Ryan Kennedy just hitting each other, just touching each other's wheel arches there. That was some fantastic stuff. Oh, no, look at it. Lachlan Grant's going down the inside. He's going to have a good crack there too. Is there going to be room left? Yes, there is. Nathan Hughes now looking at the whole shot around the outside of Lachlan Grant here. Ryan Kennedy has got into fourth place in that battling. Lachlan Grant won't be too happy there. What's Nathan Hughes going to do about it? He's going to try and keep that car straight as possible. Is he going to go for a dive? He is too. He's going to go for a dive, but he's not going to get it done there. Lachlan Grant holding it fat around the outside. Jesus, that was some grippy stuff. Seems like he's got some grip tape on the extra bit of those tyres, or dunked them in some petrol as Lachlan Grant. But Nathan Hughes now at the switchback onto the final corner. No name. And he hasn't got a job done there, but if he gets the line right, he could get a very good run here, but he hasn't, because now he's got to look in his mirror there. That's Andrew Ferguson right behind him. And now these three are going to be locked horns very, very shortly. Lap times are falling through. Alex McEwen just doing 1:45.1. It's nearly qualifying time already. That's just some ridiculous stuff, but we'll see anyway what happens to him in the grand scheme of things. Looking very, very sharp here is all of our top... what are we? What are we looking at? Top 6, top 7 at the moment. Still happening here too, though. Don't you worry about that. Back in the pack for 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th. It is still hot real estate. We've got Nick Mole in 9th there. We've got Eminem in 10th. And Tyler Craig leading this beforehand. So these guys aren't slow by any stretch of the imagination either. That is Ryan Nielsen in the background, I would assume, going a bit wide there. Jack Ferguson looking to get up somewhere near 7th position, you would say. The old man's got the ghost on him at this moment for this round, so the old dick swinging contest could be changing hands here in race 1, and Fergo's only got one more race to do, and he's got it. But what's happening here? Ryan Kennedy and Matthew Brown still going at it. These guys are going for sheep stations here tonight. Oh no, that's Ryan Kennedy. I think he got touched there. I think there was some contact because the arse end of that car dipped further down than Nicki Minaj on stage. And he sort of went wide at that at the last moment. So I think there was some contact there between Nick Mello and Ryan Kennedy. Matthew Brown's now has galloped away. Sorry, it was Matthew Brown and Ryan Kennedy, not Nick Mello. But now Matthew Brown has got Lachlan Grant, for company. These two won't be best of friends for too long. I guarantee you Lachlan Grant's going to try and get the switch back on up the inside. He is. He's gone for the inside duck and run move. This is down the front straight. Here we go. Hit me, says Matthew Brown on the rear bumper. But we'll call him. I'm going to call Matthew Brown the paper bag tonight. He's looking strong at the moment, full of groceries and holding fat, but off along. Lachlan Grant's just done the old sneaky up the inside, and that has ended in contact with both cars sideways there. But both have survived that somehow at the moment. The honing missile just locked on and said, "Buggy, I'm going for that inside move," and that's allowed now Nathan Hughes and Ryan Kennedy to get back up into this battle pack. I would say Ryan Kennedy is looking a lot closer to Nathan Hughes at this moment. Lachlan Grant's going to heat those tyres up for too long, and they'll be slippery as hell. This is Ryan Kennedy going up the inside of Lachlan Grant. They're going to go for a move on the braking gear. What's Lachlan Grant going to do? Going to stick a fat around the outside. He is. Told you those tyres have got some extra grip, and now Ryan Kennedy's still there with him. He's still there, ladies and gentlemen. These guys are going hammer and tong here, side by side. No, now they're going to get a bit of suck here. Lachlan Grant will get some probably some push and bumper and run assistance here from Ryan Kennedy. Ryan Kennedy is going to go for the dive, if you don't mind. Is this going to end in tears? I hope not. What's the onboard like? Oh my goodness gracious, on the edge of everyone. Ryan Kennedy's still there. He's still going to have a crack here, I reckon, on Lachlan Grant. Lachlan Grant's just overrun that corner, I reckon. Oh, gee, he hasn't. Just keeping it online. Fantastic racing here by Lachlan Grant and Ryan Kennedy. Really, really balls to the wall, hanging it out there stuff. Using every single inch of the track are these three guys at the moment. Jack Ferguson in the background's got past the chef, and looks like he's getting himself into a top 10. He's Jack Ferguson at this stage, so battle is still on there for those two in the Ferguson household. But nonetheless, this is where it's all happening here. Ryan Kennedy definitely looking for a move on Lachlan Grant, but Lachlan Grant seems to get out of a rhythm and then come back into one, and then find himself on the back of Matthew Brown, the brown paper bag, before you even think about it. And with just over halfway gone in this race, there's still plenty of time to make amends here for the guys. Lachlan Grant's wide. He's gone really wide there, and that has allowed Ryan Kennedy up the inside. I won't be surprised if Nathan Hughes is going to get a move on done here on Lachlan Grant, sorry, if I could speak. And he has got that job done too. So Lachlan Grant, unforced error, and that's cost him 2 places within the stance of about 180 metres. So Lachlan Grant now is relegated from 4th to 6th. by no fault of anyone else's but his. But Nathan Hughes now has got the eyes lit up, and he's just got to get some sort of rhythm going. Speaking of eyes lit up, Fergo in the background there in 7th. Just put the headlights on, giving Lachlan Grant the old hurry up. And look, here we go. I think this could be a bit of a run here by Andrew Ferguson. He's got the suck, and he's got a run here. Let's jump on board and see what he's got. He's going to be, I think he's just going to let it go for now. He's Andrew Ferguson. Show the nose, but just get back under there. Yeah, that's exactly right. And now Lachlan Grant. Look, Lachlan Grant's a mess. He's literally lost his rhythm at this point in time. And now Andrew Ferguson could have given him the old bump up the arse there to say, "Oh, I'm here, son." But he didn't. He was too kind, was Andrew Ferguson. Give him a bit of his own medicine, Andrew. For Christ's sake. All in good fun here, ladies and gentlemen, by the way. And Lachlan Grant's got to find a rhythm and find one quickly, because he is losing time left, right and centre, doing all the sliding and slipping around that he is. And he's literally sideways on a 40-degree angle. Holy mackerel. But now here we go. Andrew Ferguson is going to try and get up the inside. He's gone around the outside and tried to go the switchback. I think this move would be done now if he's... Oh, he's knocked him off. Oh, that's contact, but no, nothing done there. I just can't believe the contact meshes on these cars are very, very good. I for sure think that Lachlan Grant was going to be sent into the barriers, but nothing after what I just saw. Then very, very good driving from everyone in sundry. Nathan Hughes is in 5th place. Let's go back a bit in the grid. This battle's just petered out. Let's get some M&Ms on the screen. M&M sitting in 10th place, and looking at the back of Nick Bowl there. He's looking for a move here, is Mitchell M. So good to see Mitchell just doing fantastic stuff here tonight. In 10th and hounding Nick Bowl. And Tyler Craig in front of Nick Bowl. He's been a bit of a cork in the bottle at this stage, it looks like. So it looks like a little bit of toing and froing going on here between these two guys. What is Nick Bowl going to do? Is he going to try and get a run up the back straight here for an advantageous position? I think he is. That is some really, really good stuff there, driving by both of them. He's now in the suck of Tyler Craig, so the ladies of the night are going to be very jealous here with the amount of suckage going on. And that's some neck coating if I've ever seen it. Jesus, I would have shat myself too, and that's exactly what Nick Mull did. He whacked the anchors on pretty quickly. And he runs a wider apex there as Nick Mull, and he gets it pointed in very, very well. That's a really cool line. And he'll be looking to get up the back of Tyler Craig, let him know he's there for a little bit, and then get the straps on and get racing, because 8th and 7th position is going to be, somewhere up the front here, because it's a reverse top 10 for race 2. Coming up after this is 16-minuter. So don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen, here on Simsational TV. Speaking of not going anywhere, Ryan Kennedy's found himself back on the arse of Matthew Brown. I always do that. The brown paper bag is under pressure, and Ryan Kennedy has gone. JFK has taken a lead up in the votes, up in heaven there, and he has gone into 3rd position, has his nephew Ryan. So really, really good move there for P3. And he's just going to keep it together, does Ryan Kennedy now. Just make sure that everything's all in sundry, and it is. And these guys aren't going to let anyone go. Lachlan Grant and Andrew Ferguson, holy mackerel. These two are not letting go of each other either. They're giving each other a bit of a biffo, I would say, young versus old biffo sort of department stuff. Andrew's just lost it completely there in the tank slapper department. Coming around, oh no, look at this. It's all on here. What has happened? What has happened to Nathan Hughes and Ryan Kennedy? Has Ryan Kennedy come off? Oh my goodness me. Oh, I hope that was an unforced error for Ryan Kennedy there. He was on for one of his best positions in AK Racing and the Wednesday Cup, and he has thrown it away. Found himself in 11th now from 3rd. So we'll see what happened there at the end of the race. I'll check the replays to see or find out off one of the drivers what happened. But that has released Matthew Brown into 3rd. Nathan Hughes is going to want to get up into the podium, I would say, to keep his championship hopes alive in the points department. But some great driving. He's stuck his nose out of everything, has Nathan Hughes tonight. He just said, nah, not part of that. Nah, not part of that. Nah, I'll be part of the overtaking, the bit it's clean, but otherwise I'm not going to be part of any sort of riffraff here. And that's why he's in 4th position, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on here between the power broker and Dustin? Those two aren't letting go of each other. Sam Bensley is flying around as well. In 21st position, it's good to see Sam sticking to it. It'll come to you, mate. Don't worry about that. It's all practice here at AK Racing and in Assetto Corsa. The windscreen, don't know what's happened to the windscreen tonight. He's usually thereabouts. in the top 10, finding himself in 17th. Maybe a lack of practice for the windscreen tonight, just to get himself back into the rhythm, doing 149s around there. Chris Pinkney's battling with his wheel. We're missing all the battles up here. Lachlan Grant has been passed by Andrew Ferguson. I'm shattered I missed that. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen at home. Didn't see that on the timing sectors at this moment. And looks very, very good here for Andrew Ferguson. Finding a bit of form here into 5th, if you don't mind. Lachlan Grant is going to be looking very, very hot in the mirrors of Andrew Ferguson's car, though. And he'll be hoping to get a move on. Oh, no, it's his son in the background, Jack. Nearly lost it. Was Andrew Ferguson's son, Jack Ferguson. That was some desperate stuff there on the opposite lock department. Dead set opposite locking. The full momentum of the steering wheel was Jack Ferguson there. Thank you very much, Ray Warren. That was fantastic stuff there to bump in. He sometimes joins in the commentary and just comes in and then pisses off this Ray, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Look at this. This is a good battle. Jack Ferguson and Nick Mole has got... Oh, Jack Ferguson has got Nick Mole and the chef for company, if you don't mind. These guys are going at it very, very hammer and tong-esque. For the last minute of the race ticking over. This will be the last lap for all these guys. Oh, no, the chef's lost it. The chef has lost it and absolutely pinned himself into the fence. My goodness gracious me. He will be ruining that. I don't know what happened. It just kept going. It was just like a slide that just didn't end. I'm not sure what the hell went on there, but the chef has found himself gone. And I'll tell you what, he's dropped the caviar, he's dropped everything on the floor, and he's going to have to remake something in race 2. But speaking of race 1, look at that gap, ladies and gentlemen. 11.24 seconds, if you don't mind, for the final lap of the race is Alex McEwen. And it's just been an absolute masterclass. You can't say anything more. He has absolutely dominated. Nick Mello has not even had an answer for this guy tonight in Alex McEwen, and that's going to spice up the championship a little bit. There's only about 40 odd points, I think, between himself and Nick Mello in Alex McEwen. So look out. It could be a fight till the end, and the timer is up here, ladies and gentlemen. So this is it. It's all happening. What's Ryan Kennedy doing and Eminem? They're switching places. Ryan Kennedy's gone up the inside and taken Eminem's position in 8th, straight off him. It's interesting to see all these guys still battling right to the end. Lachlan Grant's not going to do anything on Andrew Ferguson because he is a good second away, unless Andrew just decides to throw it away. But 5th place for Andrew in the Fergo household. That's going to be interesting to see what's happening here in the dick swinging department for race 2 coming up. Is Jack going to get the legs off him? But no one's got the legs at any stage from this guy, Alex McEwen. Flying around here. He is on the front straight and on an absolute warpath tonight. First place by a good 11.2 seconds goes Alex McEwen's way. Well done, son. That was a clinic and a half, and he's going to Tokyo drift it into turn 1 and does a very, very good job of that. Look at that. That's some excellent stuff there. Nick Mello crosses the line in 2nd place. Matthew Brown is now coming down the front straightaway, and he will find himself in a podium position for the first time back in a round and a bit for Matthew Brown. Nathan Hughes, gallant effort, stayed out of all the absolute nastiness happening in between him, finding himself in 4th. Andrew in 5th. The Ferguson household, it's 1 zip at the moment, and that is to the old man. Lachlan Grant in 6th. Tyler Craig in 7th. JFK's nephew in 8th. Eminem in 9th. Jack, the young of the Fergusons, in 10th to round out your top 10. Mick Mole in 11th. He'll be wanting to get himself further up the grid for race 2, so he can find himself somewhere further up the grid for race 3, being the reverse ones. And Nielsen Family Homes is going to be ruining any opportunity, but 13th is Aidan Griggs, the chef, in 14th. What could have been for the chef? He was in the top 10 having a good time. Matthew Belton in 15th, Ian O'Brien in 16th, Chris Pinkney in 17th, Dusty Martin in 18th, the Power Broker in 19th. Sam Bensley is rounding the final turn now, so he's going to come across the line in 20th. And Jimmy Park has DNF, not giving the race the distance it deserves here at Brands Hatch. Sam Bensley crosses the line for our last competitor to do so tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, what a race! It was all happening there from about 3rd to 10th. You couldn't pick what was going to happen, but an absolute domination by Alex McEwen there. Good 11.3 seconds, a winner. Nick Mallow in second place, the championship leader in second. Matthew Brown in third. Great podium, great looking podium that one is, that's for sure. Nathan Hughes in fifth. Nathan Hughes in fourth. Sorry, Andrew Ferguson in fifth. Lachlan Grant in sixth. Tyler Craig in seventh. Ryan Kennedy, Mitchell M, and Jack Ferguson are rounding out the top 10 positional getters there. Nick Mole just missed out on a reverse grid, so he could have found himself on pole, but not to be for this one. Ryan Nielsen in 12th, Hayden Grigg 13th, Hayden Cook in 14th, Matthew Belton in 15th. The windscreen, Pinkney, the Pink Panther, Dusty Martin, the Power Broker, and Bensley are your 15th to 20th positional getters, and Jimmy Park just decided not to finish the race there. One lap early. Well, that's a race, ladies and gentlemen. It's a reverse top 10 grid for race 2. So that grid right there, just flip that around, and that's where it'll be. Jack Ferguson will be off pole, and he's got his old man behind him now, charging through. So this could be interesting. It's going to get spicy, as Chris Munro would say. And speaking of people in the know and in the how, Brandon Pearce, thank you very much for the well wishes on the stream there as well. I am a bit under the weather. Hopefully I can get well soon. I appreciate it, but go refill everything, ladies and gentlemen, all those condiments, cuppers, whatever you want, because race 2 is coming our way here. 16 minutes of pure fun. It's going to be an absolute rip snorter. Stick around, and we'll be right back with you on Simsational TV in just a few moments. All the entertainers and the lights are on track here, ladies and gentlemen. Bit of Nirvana there to finish off the introduction here to race 2. Look out. It's on like Donkey Kong. I hate saying it, but it looks like Jack Ferguson has found himself in pole position. The old man, Andrew, is probably going to be a bit upset about that and will be wanting to get himself further up the grid and take the chockies, because if he does so, that's 2 out of 3, and that is the Dick Swinging competition done for the Ferguson household for the week at any rate. Well, not even for the... Yeah, it is for the week, actually. So it will be on like Donkey Kong between those two. This is your grid, ladies and gentlemen. Ignore P1. That is me, for some reason, always there in P1. Well, I'm just a bit used to it, actually. Let's move right on. Jack Ferguson, Mitchell, Eminem on the front row of the grid to start race 2. Ryan Kennedy and Tyler Craig off the second row. Lachlan Grant and Andrew Ferguson in the third slot on the grid. Nathan Hughes and Matthew Brown off the fourth. And Nick Mallow and Alex McEwen, P1 and 2 getters from race 1 in the fifth row of the grid. So those guys will be looking to get through the pack as quickly as possible. I wonder if Alex McEwen can block Nick Mallow, and then we've got a battle on for sure, because Alex McEwen dominated the last race. Nick Mole, Ryan Nielsen, Aiden Grigg, Hayden Cook, 12th to 15th. Belton, O'Brien, Pinckney, Dustin, the power broker, and Brandon Pearce in the server coming in for the final race, and with Sam Bensley and Jimmy Park there, if you don't mind. It's good to have everyone here in the on the grid, but the lights are up. It's race 2 time, ladies and gentlemen. 16 minutes of fantastic rip-snorting racing here, coming away from Brands Hatch for the round 5 at the 86s at AK Racing. How's Jack Ferguson going to get off the line? Oh, a little bit haymaker-ish there for Jack Ferguson, but he is off and racing at the moment. Let's get back to all the action here. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone's got through pretty well. Looks like it's okay at the moment. I'm not too sure. Yep, looking pretty good there. Everyone's sort of 4 wide, 5 wide there in the background. That is some interesting stuff. Settling in. Oh, geez, look, a bit of contact there. Tyler Craig's getting Nathan Hughes and Lachlan Grant in the belting department. Everyone's switching positions here in the background, sort of getting through nicely. There is our compatriots and everyone in sundry. There you go. That's a view I was after. Alex McEwen, though, has found himself in 8th, and Nick Mallow has somehow pissed off up into 3rd. After all of that, he has found himself in 3rd. Getting a nudge there from Lachlan Grant, though, was Nick Mallow. Nathan Hughes is in there. Tyler Craig's and Andrew Ferguson's also in there. Jack Ferguson holding on to 2nd at this moment. Holy mackerel, we're going to have to sit on board with one of these blokes. This is on like Donkey Kong stuff here. Look at this. Andrew Ferguson, Nathan Hughes, 1v1, me and you. Let's take it outside now, champ. Going to give you a bit of biffo there. He's Andrew Ferguson. No, he's not. He's going to hold back. These guys are going hammer and tong here. This is good racing. Andrew Ferguson, he's getting hounded at the back too. Matthew Brown is in the paper bag. There on, Andrew Ferguson nearly came wide. Nearly came off there. A bit of an oversteer moment. That was pretty hairy for Andrew Ferguson. Finds himself in 7th though. He's going to press onwards there. That is Tyler Craig wide. And his tyres are going to be as dirty as a $2 hookup as he comes into the corner there. That's going to be up. There you go, as predicted. All the momentum's lost. He's going to get absolutely swallowed up there. And I reckon the Blue Whale would be a bit jealous of the amount of swallowing going on there. Tyler Craig has lost 4 positions in a corner. Andrew Ferguson really wide there. Matthew Brown has gone up the inside of him, taking advantage of that mistake. And now Andrew Ferguson is going to get absolutely swamped. And that will allow Ryan Nielsen, Matthew Brown, and Tyler Craig all back underneath Andrew Ferguson. And it's not over here yet. What was that in the background? That is disaster. Andrew's off. He's got absolutely collected there. I think that was Nielsen as well. He was in the wall. And a bit more carnage behind there. All these guys. Holy mackerel. That was some good stuff there. Brandon Pearce was finding himself dead set the other way and then somehow gathered it up. And now he's found himself in 17th place as Brandon Pearce after all of that. But Andrew Ferguson now very, very, very upset with that sort of behaviour. I would say he won't be too happy in the cockpit of that car. But trials and tribulations of motorsport, that's for sure. This battle here, though, isn't going away. Aiden Grigg is on the back of it. He's got Nick Mole and Tyler Craig in front of him. And Nick Mole is going to try and do his best impression of a overtake and get underneath Tyler Craig for 8th position. But Ryan Kennedy is out in front and doing very well there. He seems to be 3.1 seconds out in the lead, and that is a consolidated lead so far. But what can he do? Is Nick Mello going to be able to hunt him down? 3.1 seconds in 15 minutes, well, 12 minutes and 45 seconds to go is no small feat. Have a look at this gaggle of cars here, ladies and gentlemen. Where do you find all of this happening? It's just absolutely on like Donkey Kong between Alex McEwen, Lachlan Grant, Jack Ferguson, and Matthew Brown sort of galloped away out of that. But now it's happening. Alex is at the back of this pack. Jack's holding on for dear life. And Alex is going to get up the inside of Lachlan Grant there and then give Jack Ferguson a bump for a run. Is Lachlan Grant. Ryan Kennedy's on the quickest lap of the race, 146.2. That's not quick enough compared to Alex McEwen. But this battle is on here. Jack is defending like hell. Alex McEwen is in 6th. Found himself in the lead at the last race, but he's in 6th now. He's got some laps to get up into some sort of podium position. Jack Ferguson doing a very, very good job defensively under the brakes there. But he's run wide, this Jack, because that's the you run shallow in there and you get wide. But Alex McEwen's now through. So Jack is going to be well. Oh no, Matthew Brown and Nathan Hughes are coming proper. Nathan Hughes nearly lost it. He's going to lose a place. He might lose 2. I'm not sure if he's going to lose 2. No, he's only going to lose 1. Jack Ferguson is trying to be his best to get around the outside there. And Nathan Hughes is getting absolutely hounded by this battle pack. Holy mackerel. Have a look at this for a view and a half. Double 2 widers down the back straight. That is incredible. This is full on, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler Craig's just gone up around the outside. Jack Ferguson is holding on. Nathan Hughes around the outside. Doesn't get the move done. Jack Ferguson switchbacks off. And that's going to allow Lachlan Grant back up the inside. These guys are 3 wide now, if you don't mind. Everyone sorts himself out. But Nathan Hughes has found himself sideways coming through. And Lachlan Grant is just there with him. Jack Ferguson right there too. Now Nick Moles joined the battle pack here. 5 wide nearly, if you don't mind. 3 wide. Holy mackerel. These guys are going to have to settle it down because this corner here is only a 1 wide corner car. Jack Ferguson's tried it. He's tried around the outside of punt and it's come off second best. He'll learn from that with Jack Ferguson. That's going to cost him some points and positions. That is all over for Jack Ferguson there. But Aiden Grigg is in 9th now. Nick Bowles in 8th. Ryan Kennedy's just doing 145.4s. That's quick stuff too. So finding his straps there is Ryan Kennedy out in the lead. Alex McEwen 145.4 as well. But he hasn't got any. He hasn't lost any ground. Has Nick Mello at the has Ryan Kennedy out the front there to Nick Mello. So this is on here. Tyler Craig not having any of that. He's trying to. Oh, Aiden Grigg is getting around there outside of Jack Ferguson. Jack Ferguson not giving him up any inches at all. These two though, Lachlan Grant and Hughesy, are having an absolute rip snort of a battle. Lachlan Grant's got up the inside there, and Nathan Hughes is going to have to yield that position for now. Geez, they're on the throttle. Look at him go. Nathan Hughes is sideways there, trying to get any momentum he can to get back up the inside of Lachlan Grant, and he does so. Look at that big dive on the brakes there for Nathan Hughes, and that'll wash some speed off on the exit. That's exactly what it's done, but there will be some suckage here for Nathan Hughes. Nathan Hughes is going to get it, but knockout. Tyler Craig is behind. He's right there. Tyler Craig now getting in on all the action here between Grant and Hughes. What is he going to do? Is he going to go up the inside? No, he's going to be... Oh, geez, look at that from Lachlan Grant. Sideways, as you like. That's going to run him completely wide. Nathan Hughes is going to get past him. For now, is Tyler Craig going to go for the dive? He is too, but Nathan Hughes is going to get 5th position. Tyler Craig's going to get 6th, and that is Lachlan Grant down to 7th and 8th and 9th. That is an unforced error and a bit of... Once you lose it, you've sort of lost it for the next 2 corners. And Lachlan Grant's gone from bloody 5th to 11th, ladies and gentlemen. Trials and tribulations of motorsport. He'll be absolutely riveting that moment at the riveting. What is the word I'm trying to look for? Ruining that moment. Excuse me, I'm a bit fluey here, ladies and gentlemen, if you've just joined in. I don't usually sound like a bloody foghorn. But nonetheless, that battling was all happening here. And now is the final position on the podium. Alex McEwen has got around the outside of Matthew Brown for now. Who's going to blink first? None of them. They're both going sideways, and Matthew Brown has got the inside run here if he wants to keep it there on Alex McEwen. Are they both going to come into the corner? Shallow as you like, yes, but Matthew Brown has to yield. Alex just chops the front bumper off the front of Matthew Brown's car and says, thank you, that's 3rd place for me. Now Alex McEwen is going to get after Nick Mello. See if he can take the chockies over him for the next bit of a round. But Ryan Kennedy is doing fantastic up the front here. He's brilliantly driving this car, 3.3 seconds, and held it. So he's holding his own on Nick Mello. Here's Ryan Kennedy. I'll tell you what, his great uncle up there will be looking down and absolutely been overjoyed with this sort of performance there. Tyler Craig and Jack Ferguson are still going at it. They're not letting go of each other, these guys. And now look in the back. The chef is here. The chef is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Don't you worry about that. He's got his whites on and he's ready to go. He's ready to pounce on any sort of unforced error these guys come a proper with, or a battle that goes wrong, and he will be wanting to get up into the top 6 at least. Oh, Hayden Cook, I guarantee you that's on his brain. Look at Jack Ferguson just cutting the corner there brilliantly, nearly losing it, but still doing his best impression here is Hayden Cook. I would say that's a brilliant sort of drive from him at the moment. Bit of consolidating stuff for the chef. At the moment, he found himself in the wall. He was 13th, 14th position in 9th now. Jack Ferguson's ran a bit wide there. And Andrew's got up the inside of the windscreen. The windscreen's had to yield and give that position away in 13th, or in 12th, sorry, to Andrew Ferguson. Andrew's going to try and get back up. He's got 4 places to go to get near his son, and he's only about 4 and a bit seconds, behind him on the road. So what's going to happen here between the Fergusons? Keep an eye out on that, ladies and gentlemen, in the YouTube land. Let's have a look here. Tyler Craig is hounding the back of Nick Mull. And now Nick Mull is a very good defensive driver and likes to do a bit of Fernando Alonso sort of stuff, park at mid-corner and apex it. But I reckon Tyler Craig is a bit more skilled than George Russell and doesn't shit himself when a car's sort of a bit slow in the mid-corner and whack the brakes on and go into the wall and blame the other person for your own stupidity. That is not Tyler Craig. Look at this. He's trying his best to get up the inside there in Nick Mull. That's fantastic racing by the two of these guys. It's the closest battle on track here at the moment, apart from Andrew Ferguson on the back of Aiden Grigg. And that is Lachlan Grant in front. Oh my goodness gracious me. Lachlan Grant is having an absolute shocker. He won't be liking this at the moment. This is what happens, ladies and gentlemen. You start getting in the racing department. When you make one mistake, you lose a couple of positions, then you make another one, then you lose a few more, and then you just cannot find that rhythm once again. And it's happening to Lachlan Grant. It's a phenomenon in Raceland that we just call brain fucking. And for Lachlan Grant, it's happening. Oh, look at this. Hayden Grigg's wide. He's gone completely off, and Lachlan Grant has got past, and so has the windscreen. Windscreen just got it done. He was sideways and off the road, just trying to get around the outside of Hayden Grigg. Managed to pull it off. What a move there. But Andrew Ferguson's now in the 10. And look who is in front of him. His son is off and out. And Andrew Ferguson is going to win the round, ladies and gentlemen. Alex McEwen does the fastest lap, but Jack Ferguson has made an unforced error and is now finding himself in the outside the points, outside of the reverse top 10 grid for the final race coming up. It won't be a good night there for Jack. He's had it for 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen, but so well done to you, Jack, but your dad's taken over tonight. Andrew Ferguson's, if something doesn't go wrong here, he's going to take the chockies in the Ferguson household, and that will be good news for him. But Lachlan Grant is now all over the back of Andrew Ferguson, trying to get by him because I reckon Lachlan Grant wants to be in ninth. A bit more positional points in the championship for Lachlan Grant would be handy. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, just had to have a cough there. So Andrew Ferguson once more having a good battle, but Nick Mull and Tyler Craig, I reckon this has been the battle of the round so far. These guys just don't let go of each other. It's really, really good to see. I like seeing a bit of biffo and like seeing a bit of clean driving, and Nick Mull and Tyler Craig are doing that at the moment. The windscreen and Aiden Grigg are having a good battle here. These two are side by side here, nothing in it. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Aiden Grigg has got around the outside of the windscreen, and the windscreen now will be wanting to get that position back. Oh, will he? Because it means he's on pole for the last race and for the evening, if you don't mind, if you're in 12th. And there he goes. Straight up the inside does the windscreen go on Aiden Grigg. So these two will be sharing a front row if they keep going like this. Dusty Martin's having a good battle with M&M's, and M&M's got around the outside of him straight away, said thank you very much. Brandon Pierce is for racing. He didn't race in race 1, but he's come on in race 2. I think his arm's been twisted a bit, has Brandon Pierce tonight, to get on the 86s. But good to see you out there, the AK Racing aficionado there, flying around on the circuit. Lachlan Grant, though, not letting go of Andrew Ferguson. This battle is still on. They're not letting go of anything at the moment. They've got horns locked. They're like two bloody deers having a good head face-off. I don't know what you call it, an antler-off. Are these two at the moment. Look at that on the brakes from Lachlan Grant. Nearly spears the back end of Andrew Ferguson's 86. This is some cracking racing. Only 3/10 in it, ladies and gentlemen. For the 10th position, or 9th position really, on track. Lachlan Grant just coming across. He's found his rhythm again as Lachlan Grant by the look of it. 147.7 was his last lap, and he's on for 147.9s here, so he's going to flick that into third and get it up the hill and try not to take too much exit there. But that's curbed his momentum there. Lachlan Grant is chasing Ferguson, and Ferguson is chasing the chef out in front there of him. Good showing by the chef. 8th place. You absolutely cannot complain about that. That is some stellar driving for the chef so far. I better get off him before I curse him. Let's go back to Lachlan Grant. Actually, let's go back to the windscreen, because the windscreen here and Aiden Grigg are going hammer and tong. This is a great little battle by these two for 12th and 11th place. It's just sideways action. It's upside down. It's take your time. It's not take your time. It's do whatever you want with these two, right? Guys, just absolutely exploring every possibility of the car's handling characteristics. R. O'Brien and Grigg. It's good to see. They're having really good fun, and it's clean as well. So one makes a mistake, the other one gets up in front. Doesn't matter where you're looking, AK Racing, ladies and gentlemen. There's always a battle going on somewhere on track, especially in the Wednesday Cup. It's absolutely fantastic to watch. These two are good guys, so good to see them flying around here. Ryan Kennedy hasn't lost much to Nick Mello. He's only lost half a second, and I think that's going to be the chockies for him. 1 minute and 9 seconds to go in this race. Alex McEwen in 3rd place with Nick Mello in 2nd. Alex is catching Nick Mello. 1.6 seconds gap there between them two. Look at this for a battle here now. The chef has gone from 8th to bloody 10th. What the hell happened, Hayden? Where's Gordon? I reckon Gordon will be in the background going, "Oh, you bastard. That was an absolute shit meal." I don't know how Gordon speaks. I really don't know. But nonetheless, from 8th to 10th, and that has promoted Andrew into 8th himself. Lachlan Grant in 9th. Lachlan Grant's just gone, it's bloody 34 seconds left. I've got to do all balls to wall sort of stuff if it's going to happen, but not if the chef says anything about it. The chef now is going to go for a run up the inside. He is. The chef is going to come back here at Lachlan Grant. What's Lachlan Grant going to do? Is he going to give up the ghost and say, "Nah, I'm going around the outside"? I think he's not letting anyone do anything at the moment. So go and be a more aggressive, chef. Get the knife sharp and get in there. You know, slice that salmon up or something. Pretend you're on MasterChef, son. Get in there. He's a bit too easy there on Lachlan Grant, but nonetheless, I think Ryan Kennedy's going to cross the line here. Yes, he is. Just as the timer goes 0. That is race 1 and done for Ryan Kennedy. I think that's his maiden win here in AK Racing. Well done to your son. Nick Mallow in 2nd and Alex McEwen in 3rd. And 10 and a bit seconds behind them is Matthew Brown in 4th place. But Ryan Kennedy, that is a victory and a half. Well done, son. Love seeing that. Beautiful car control there by the Kennedy man. So that is a win on the board for Ryan Kennedy. Oh, just flicked it onto the grass there. Good on your son. Nathan Hughes in 5th. Nick Mole has crossed the line in 6th. And Tyler Craig in 7th as well. Andrew Ferguson in 8th after that. Lachlan Grant in 9th. That's a tipsy, topsy-turvy sort of race for Lachlan Grant there. By Jinga, by crikey. Hayden Cook, the chef, in 10th. Hayden Grigg off in 11th, and he'll be off the front row for the final race as well. Will Jack Ferguson. Jack will be off the dead set off the front row. Reverse top 12 coming your way for the final race of the evening here at Wednesday Cup, ladies and gentlemen. Matthew Belton in 13th, M&M's in 14th, Dusty Martin in 15th, a windscreen in 16th, Nielsen Funeral Services in 17th, the Power Broker and Bensley. All of this is a battle to the line, ladies and gentlemen. Sam Bensley comes across in 18th. He's taken Brandon Pearson Tricklebake's positions straight off him. He was gone from 20th to 18th. Has Sam Bensley, and that was some cracking stuff to the line there, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Pinkney has crossed the line. And Jimmy Park now, just the veteran, just doing. Come on, mate, get to the line and actually cross it this time. He must have thought he got the last lap on the last race. I'm not sure. If you're listening, Parky, let us know what happened in race 1, son. You did a DNF and you only had 1 lap to go. But as our veteran, does his final parade lap around Brands Hatch here. He's going to cross the line now and finish in 22nd place. Does Jimmy Park. What a race. Another breakout leader has happened here. It's happened in both races here, but not by the margin that Alex McEwen did in race 1, but nonetheless it happened. Ryan Kennedy gets the win. Nick Mello, that's Ryan Kennedy's win there. I think it's his first one, maybe his second. I'm not too sure. Nick Mello in second. Alex McEwen in third. Matthew Brown in fourth. Good showing for Matthew Brown tonight so far. Nathan Hughes in fifth. Nick Mullins, sixth. Tyler Craig in seventh. Andrew Ferguson in eighth. Lachlan Grant and Hayden Cook in ninth and 10th, respectively. Did I say Hayden Grigg? Lachlan Grant and Hayden Cook. Hayden Grigg in 11th. Jack Ferguson in 12th. That'll be your front row for the next race, ladies and gentlemen. Matthew Belton, Mitchell M, Dustin Martin, Ian O'Brien, Whitney, Ryan Nielsen, Sam Bensley, Pearce, Tricklebank, Pinckney and Park round out the final 20 of your grid. And we're going to be back shortly, ladies and gentlemen, for the final race of the evening. Cannot wait for this one. Top 12 reverse grid, if you don't mind. It's all happening. And the Ferguson battle is finished for the night. Andrew is, the old man has beaten him twice now in Jack Ferguson. And that will be on like Donkey Kong. But the championship battle is well and truly still in the mix for now. But go and get your condiments refilled. We'll be right back here at Simsational TV for race 3 in about 3 minutes' time. Stick around. We're back. And we're off and racing in just under, or just over 2.5 minutes time here, ladies and gentlemen. This is your grid for race 3 and the final race of the evening here at Simsational TV and AK's Racing Land in the 86s. Toyota GT86s, they're fantastic cars. This is the penultimate round, if you don't mind. We've only got one more after this, and the 86s are done for another season. Very sad to see them go, but we'll be back for another season Wednesday Cup in a ripping car, whichever one it may be. But your grid is Jack Ferguson off pole once again. Hayden Grigg right next to him, as you can see there. Hayden Cook, Lachlan Grant off the second row. Andrew Ferguson and Tyler Craig in the third row. Nick Mole, Nathan Hughes, fourth row. Matthew Brown, Alex McEwen off the fifth. And Nick Mello will have Ryan Kennedy next to him for the sixth row. And I'll tell you what, that was a drive and a half for Ryan Kennedy. Hats off to him. He did some superb stuff there. And I look forward to having all the pleasure of chatting to these guys in the last bit of the chat. It's going to be raw and pretty funny, I would say. A bit of banter coming our way for the stream once I jump into the chat with all the blokes there, seeing if we can get them on stream for a bit of feedback after the round and whatever. But nonetheless, your grid's looking pretty good. I would say this will be the race of the night, and a lot of guys out there will be wanting to relegate themselves back into some contention of positional, I guess, positions on the grid where they finish, where they deserve to be, especially the chef and Andrew Ferguson. They'll be wanting to be up there. Brandon Pierce will be hoping to get up there as well. He's relatively quick too, ladies and gentlemen. Don't you worry about that. And it's good to see we have all of these cars. Have a look at that. That is a genuine grid, ladies and gentlemen, of 23 cars. Where do you find it? You don't find it anywhere other than AK Racing. See them in the Discord up there on the corner there. Get the code in. Come and join us at AK Racing. It's a fantastic community of really nice guys. No bullcrap politics stuff in this league whatsoever. And I can attest to that, being a member for 3 years. And love every moment. Haven't looked anywhere else to be of any sort of competitor elsewhere. But these 86s are going to be dead set, ready to go. And I think Ray Warren's about to waltz back into the studio. Oh, no, he's not. He's walked straight past me. I was getting excited. Lights are up. And we have got nearly 6 to go. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, for the final race of the evening here at the Toyota 86. And we're off at racing. Jack Ferguson's got a good start. And so has everyone else in sundry. Don't you worry about that. Jack Ferguson and Aiden Grigg have got a ripper start. Look at this. 4-5 wide coming into the turn one. Everyone's made it through there safely. Tyler Craig in the background here is in the battle and locked horns. And that is Nathan Hughes off the road there, ladies and gentlemen. No way. That is going to be disaster for Nathan Hughes. His mum will be spewing if she's watching. And look at this battle here. We've got 3-4 wide. Lachlan Grant doing his best Tokyo drift there around the outside. Everyone sort of got around nicely here. Matthew Brown in 11th place, looking to consolidate some positions. Nick Mallow is just making his way through the pack here. Just absolutely tearing everyone apart. So is Alex McEwen as well. Alex McEwen now is in a locked horns battle here underneath Nick Mallow. They're going to go side by side, and Alex McEwen has got the whole shot on Nick Mallow for now. This battle here at the back to Chef, Kennedy, Brown, Ferguson, they're all involved. They're all ready to get on and racing here, are they, in that sort of department. Now we're a single file. Coming down the straight, there's going to be some sucking. Look at this at the front here of this pack. We've got Brown, Mole, and Ferguson all locking horns as we come around. Race 3, turn 4. It's all happening here, ladies and gentlemen. That is some stellar racing. Nick Moles at the front of it. And Alex McEwen there now trying to go up the inside of Tyler Craig. He's got the job done. Jack Ferguson's ran completely wide there. Jack Ferguson nearly getting swallowed up there by Nick Mallow too. And he's got out of all that. Now he's going to be looking in the mirrors to see what this angry pack behind him's doing. Nick Mallow and Tyler Craig still going at it. Alex McEwen trying to get up into the second place because Lachlan Grant is hounding Aiden Grigg here at the start of the race. Aiden Grigg now under all sorts of pressure. He's got all these quick drivers. That's Nick Mole off. Nick Mole's gone completely wide there. Probably a bit of help there. And in the background, it's all happening too. The Power Broker and Ryan Nielsen are out. And oh my goodness, Jimmy Park and Scotty McEwen's entered the chat as well. Scotty McEwen's here. It's all happening at the front. Belton and Cook having a good locked horn sort of stuff there. Jack Ferguson has relegated into 6th position. I think Matthew Brown's going to take that one off him if he's not careful enough. Ryan Kennedy and Andrew Ferguson, the older one, right behind them too, going too wide into the turn one. That was a move and a half there. I would say that was Belton just going for an absolute barnstorm of a race around the outside of the Cook, the Chef. The Chef is trying to get that position back into 10th, and he might get that done for now. I'm not too sure, but it's all happening everywhere. This pack here is just going nuts at the back. Dusty Martin, Pierce, Claypole, all having a good old-fashioned tussle there, that's for sure. And what's happened here at the front, I'm not sure what's going on. Chris Bickney's got a drive-through. Let's have a look at the positions on the grid. How many positions has everyone got up? Nick Mallow up 11th positions, if you don't mind. Already in the lead of the race. Lachlan Grant up 3. Tyler Craig up 4. Matthew Brown up 6. Jack Ferguson is down 3 and about to be down 4, I would say. Ryan Kennedy's found 8 places, if you don't mind, ladies and gentlemen. Our race winner from race 2. Already up 8. Claypole, the Iron Rod. Haven't called his name much tonight. He's found himself 16 positions up the grid after only 2 laps around here. Where do you find all that sort of stuff here? Brandon Pierce as well, up in 10th and up 10 places too. So he'll be wanting to stick there, that's for sure. Will the Pearso Meister. But this guy, Nick Mallow, is not getting any leeway from Lachlan Grant. I'll give you the hot tip. They're both absolutely hammer and tong here at this moment. That is not letting go of each other. The margin only half a second for Nick Mallow to Lachlan Grant. Lachlan Grant has found his form once again, reset the brain after race 2. That was a shocker by him. Came off and on every time. Tyler Craig and Matthew Brown are a propper. Matthew Brown's off, and that is going to allow all these drivers through in. Jack, Andrew, Tyler Craig, and Belton all the way through. And that is shocking. Matthew Brown, trials and tribulations. What is his car looking like? Oh, it's not looking too bad. Not even windscreen damage there. But, geez Louise, Matthew Brown, I think, was punted there. Won't be too happy. Alex McEwen's been involved in that as well. And is it back in 11th spot for Alex McEwen? Oh, my goodness gracious me. That is not where he wants to be with his quick compatriot up in front and teammate. Nick Mallow in the V8s is leading, and Alex is in 11th. So, not ideal for him at the moment. He'll be wanting to get past Pearso here. Quick smart. This will be a good move. Pierce is going to go down the inside of the Iron Rod if he can get anything done in James Claypole. Pearso's gone straight for it. Now they've both outbraked themselves and ran wide. And Alex McEwen's just going to go straight up the inside there, ladies and gentlemen, and take 9th position. He took 9th and 10th off. 11th and 10th, sorry, from Pierce and Claypole. And consolidating drive here for Alex McEwen. Keep an eye on him later on. Andrew Ferguson and Jack, the father-son battle. This is what we wanted to see all night. These two line astern. And it's happening. It's going to get closer, I reckon, here between the two of them. They're not going to let go of each other. They're in the same room. And Tyler Craig now, too, has just gone around down the inside of Belton and said, thank you, mother, for the rabbits. I'm taking that one off your son, and has done so. Matthew Brown, what a shocker. What an absolute shocker for him in 13th. Not by any fault of his, I would say. Jimmy Park in 16th, trying to find his way around. And the Chef, way down in 21st position. I can't remember what happened there. We missed all that. But the Chef is down and out. Not without a fight, though. Don't you worry about that. But look at the times. Nick Mallow has done a 146 dead. Ryan Kennedy has done a 146 dead. These two are even on pace, ladies and gentlemen, in race 2, as you just saw before. So anything can happen. But Alex McEwen is the fastest man on track, doing 145.6s, if you don't mind. So good half a second quicker. Here's Alex McEwen with a bit of free track in front of him. He can do some quick laps if he doesn't get impeded too much. Brandon Pierce and the Iron Rod having a good tussle here too. They're going down the inside and around the outside, whatever you want. They're not letting go of each other at any stage. So these two having a good crack over 10th spot. Bragging rights there for sure. And this battle here has happened. Andrew's got up the inside of the young fella. The father-son battle has brewed, and it has been Andrew who's got on top in the advantage department. What is his son going to do? Is his son going to take him out like he did last week at Knock Hill? I don't think so. I think he learnt that he needs some actual meals for the week. He won't be doing anything too risky here. Will Jack Ferguson on his old man? If his old man, though, keeps driving like that, Jack will be straight up the inside again and taking the position. But nothing to lose here for Andrew. He's won the round, two races out of 3. This is the 3rd one. So it's all happening in the Ferguson household. I wonder where they sit. Do they sit one room next to each other? Are they in the same room? Or I don't know what goes on in that household with the sim racing locations. But nonetheless, Jack Ferguson all over the back of the old man. The old man's feeling the pressure and the heat. And now he's going to get the job done. There's Jack Ferguson. I reckon that's job done and dusted here. Unless his old man has something to say about it. Now, his old man's got the inside line. But Jack Ferguson's just doing an M&M's trailer park girl stuff around the outside. and gets that move done. And look at that between them, Matthew Craig and Belton, and Belton, Craig, and McEwen. Alex McEwen has just found himself back up into 7th, if you don't mind, and with the fastest lap, 1:45.2, while doing overtaking moves, if you don't mind. Bloody hell. Just putting on a clean care is Alex McEwen. That is Belton just doing his best Tokyo drift there as well. Holy crap, that was cool. Look at that, Tyler Craig, full sideways on entry and holds it all the way around turn 2. That was fantastic looking driving. And Fergo now, in the old one, is getting pressured by Tyler Craig. And he won't be wanting to make any unforced errors, will the Craigmeister, because Andrew Ferguson, if that happens, will gallop away, and then he'll be all eyes on his son in front of him. And now Jack's made a mistake. Andrew Ferguson's got a better run. And let's see what Tyler Craig has to say about this as well. Tyler Craig now is probably going to get a double suck off the Fergusons, if you don't mind. Don't think about that in any other way, ladies and gentlemen, other than drafting sort of suckage. Oh no, they're both coming together, are the Fergusons. Bit of nudgy argy-bargy there. And that has given Tyler Craig position 5. And now Andrew's gone completely wide there too. His tyres will be dirty. And that's going to be Alex McEwen straight through down the inside of Andrew Ferguson too. So, Jack again has in 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen, twice in... Oh no! What the hell happened there? Oh my goodness gracious me. Tyler Craig and Andrew Ferguson have come a proper. And Tyler Craig has literally just said, I've had enough. And he is out. As you can see, he's exited the server, but Andrew Ferguson, holy cow, they were inside each other. Himself and Tyler Craig, that was some, oh jeez, that was some cough-enduring stuff. Oh, just coughing up phlegm as we speak, ladies and gentlemen, fantastic. Love being sick, it's just absolutely brilliant stuff here. While you're trying to commentate and call all the action. Andrew Ferguson's gone from 4th to 16th, and now Jack is well and truly going to be winning this round tonight. 4th place at the moment for him, but Alex McEwen's going to have something to say about that, I would say, in the fair dinkum department. Lachlan Grant is lonely out there in 2nd. Ryan Kennedy in 3rd behind him as well. Alex McEwen clawing his way through the field. Let's have a look at all the positional changes here, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at that advantage. The Iron Rod is up 19 places, if you don't mind, from where he started. That is some fantastic stuff. Brandon Pierce up 11 too behind him as well. And he's got Matthew Brown now consolidating whatever positions he can get back for the championship points battle for 3rd or 4th or 5th or whatever he's after. Because he came a proper there between a couple of drivers earlier in this race. Oh, geez, where do you pick it? Where do you pick it, ladies and gentlemen? All of our drivers, Matthew Brown just stayed where he started. He was up there in 4th or 3rd and got absolutely punted. Now he's got Brandon Pierce up the inside, so that is a move done for him. Jack Ferguson holding on for dear life here with Alex McEwen right behind him. I have a feeling it's just a matter of time here. But we've seen Jack Ferguson hold his own, but he's not going to hold his own going too wide like that. Those tyres will be dirty, and he'll be slipping and sliding his way around the outside there, and Alex McEwen's going to get the whole shot. And that is probably going to be 5th position to Jack Ferguson and 4th to Alex McEwen. Yep, just slotted in behind each other, have those two drivers. Very well done. What's going on here between Brown and... what have we got? We've got Brown. I thought I saw Nick Mullen there, or was I tripping? No, Nick Mullen's back there. Got the M&M's versus the paper bag. Having a good battle here. M&M's is under pressure now. The paper bag has got all the groceries. He's holding them strong. It's a strong brown paper bag. It was a bit wet earlier on when he was in the wall. So looking like a consolidating drive here for Matthew Brown. He's going to want to get back up. And the Ryan Rod, he's just driving away here. Here's James Claypole up 20 spots if you don't mind. Not too bad. We love a good points battle and a positional changes battle. He's definitely won that one for tonight. Has the Iron Rod. M&M's is in 9th. Matthew Brown's got underneath him. That is job done for him. Lachlan Grant, though, is coming for Ryan Kennedy. He's only 8/10 away here, ladies and gentlemen, from Ryan Kennedy. So that could be a little bit of a battle that we will see brewing very, very shortly with 5 minutes just over to go. We'll check back in with them. Nathan Hughes and the windscreen are having a good crack here. Having a ripper crack, actually. Nathan Hughes will be spewing. Definitely one of the quickest guys of the evening, and just got caught in the wrong place at the wrong time, did Nathan Hughes, but he's galloping away from the windscreen there. Nielsen will be next one on his radar for sure. Eminem's still flying around here. Half a second, or 7 tenths now between himself and Matthew Brown. It's all petered out here a little bit, ladies and gentlemen, but that means that we're going to see some battling soon, because here comes Andrew Ferguson. After a bit of internet net coding sort of stuff there, no fault of anyone else's, just the internet doing its best impression to stuff anyone up. And Andrew Ferguson was in 4th, and now he's in 15th from that. Basically, it was a conjoined twin sort of situation between himself and Tyler Craig, and that ended Tyler Craig's night. And Andrew Ferguson came off second best, but first best because he could still drive around. Tyler Craig could not. And Andrew Ferguson has got the windscreen done and dusted, and the windscreen's going to get another position taken off him by Nick Mole as well. So don't you worry, it's still happening. Here comes the Iron Rod. He is flying. He's coming up to Matt Belton here, and I reckon he's going to get him in the next couple of corners, if not the lap. Because he is making progress. He's 3 tenths up on his PB here, as you can see down in the bottom right-hand corner there of your screen. And it's not a bad looking scenario there for, I would say, for Mr. Claypole. But looking very, very racy is himself nonetheless. Huge gap here between Alex McEwen and Lachlan Grant. 5.8 seconds. I don't think that's going to come down in a hurry unless something horrible happens there for Alex McEwen. But this has been a race of attrition for Alex McEwen tonight. He's found himself down as low as 14th. Now he finds himself back in 4th. So don't you worry, it's happening for Alex McEwen, but Nick Mallow is leading, and leading by a good 2 seconds over Ryan Kennedy. Lachlan Grant another 2 and a bit seconds behind Ryan Kennedy for the podium for final race of the evening with 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go. It could be happening, and here comes the Iron Rod. I said it was going to happen between a couple of corners all this lap, and it's going to happen on this lap. Gone straight down the inside of Matt Belton. Matt Belton will have to get that position up, but 7th for Matt Belton, who'll be happy with that. Don't you worry, you'll be very, very happy at this stage with that, and his mate behind him, Matthew Brown, he will be on the prowl too with probably a good 3 laps to go here, ladies and gentlemen, or maybe only 2 actually. We'll see. I think it's only going to be 2 in the race. But James Claypole just flying around, found his niche and finding rhythm. That's the most important thing. Doing very, very well is the Iron Rod. Brandon Pearce is doing very well too. Only the 2nd race for the evening, and I think probably his only 4th race for the whole season. Finds himself in 10th. Very well done to Pearce there. He's doing some good stuff. Let's ride on board with him. Let's ride on board with a lap around Brands Hatcher with Brandon Pearce. I need to have a break. I'm so under the weather. My voice is killing me. So sit back, relax, and turn it up, ladies and gentlemen. This is Brandon Pearce on show here at Brands Hatch. I'm going to have to come back online here, ladies and gentlemen. We've cursed him. We've cursed Pearso. I'm so sorry, mate. We were doing a feature lap on you, and you just came a proper there, switching from 3rd to 4th gear, and that has allowed Nathan Hughes and Ryan Nielsen back into the equation. And Nathan Hughes has found himself back in 10th. So good recovery drive here from Nathan Hughes with the last lap coming up now, ladies and gentlemen. This guy has just been on an absolute charge tonight, but Ryan Kennedy's kept him honest in this race. That gap has crept down half a second, but I think Nick Mellow's just cruising to the finish here. And what a round of AK racing it has been so far, ladies and gentlemen. Don't stuff it up now, Nick Mello. We'll get off you just so we don't get on that commentator's curse bandwagon again. The closest battle on track here is Nick Mole. He's going to be trying to get into 13th position, I think, here on Andrew Ferguson. Andrew Ferguson's just gone a bit wide there, and Nick Mole will be trying to consolidate some positions. Jimmy Parkin and Aiden Grigg are having a good battle here too. They've just switched positions for 20th and 21st, but the night has belonged to Nick Mello here in race 3. It's been, I think we've had a different winner each race tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So Nick Mello usually clean sweeps the night, but not the case tonight. But he's going to take out race 3 and the final race for the evening. Congratulations to Nick Mello. Well done, champ. That was some good stuff there. Excellent driving. Ryan Kennedy is going to come across in second as well. Very, very good round for Ryan Kennedy. He has found his straps tonight. Lachlan Grant, topsy-turvy one for him tonight, but podium for the final race. And Alex McEwen consolidating recovery drive there from himself, finding himself all over the shop in this last race. Gets 4th place. Jack Ferguson crosses the line to take the chockies in the Fergo household for the last race of the evening. James Claypole in 6th. What a performance by James Claypole. Fantastic stuff. Matthew Brown, also a really good recovery drive there, finding himself in the wall on the final corner of the track early on in this race. Belton, cracking drive, son. Well done. 8th place for him. M&M's in 9th. First top 10 for M&M's. Nathan Hughes, recovery again in 10th. Beautiful Tokyo Drift style. He's done that in every race, and that has been some good stuff. Ryan Nielsen in 11th. Brandon Pearce in 12th. Had him 10th in the bag, and we commentator cursed him. Sorry, mate. Andrew Ferguson, he'll be spewing about that netcode issue in 13th. Nick Mole in 14th. Dustin Martin in 15th place. The windscreen in 16th. The chef in 17th. Oh, mate, you could have had the absolute rip snort of a round tonight. Not the case for the chef. Gordon Ramsay won't be too happy. Sam Bensley rounding the final turn here now for 18th place. He's getting quicker, is Sam. It's good to see you around, mate. Keep it up. You'll be up there in the top 10 in no time, that's for sure. Chris Pinkney in 19th, sorting out all those wheel issues that he's getting used to on his Club Sport wheel now, gone from a G29, I think, to a Club Sport Pro. And Aiden Grigg is going to be crossing the line here for the final racer of the night. Well done, son. That is all over and out for everyone on track. This is your final race positions for the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Mello, Ryan Kennedy, and Lachlan Grant take out your podium places there. Alex McEwen in 4th, Jack Ferguson in 5th, the Iron Rod in 6th, Matthew Brown in 7th, Belton in 8th, Mitchell M&M tonight in 9th, and Nathan Hughes rounds out your top 10. Ryan Nielsen in 11th, Brandon Pearce, Nick Mole, Andrew Ferguson, and Dusty Martin from 11th to 15th. Then from 16th onwards, you've got Ian O'Brien, the windscreen. The chef, Bensley, Pinkney, Grigg, Jimmy Park. It was a power broker in Tricklebank, Jimmy Park, and then Scotty McEwen. And Tyler Craig, what a shame for him. Internet issues, just getting locked up with everyone there. And that is your evening tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to jump over, I think, and let's see if we can jump into race comms. I wonder how many people are in here. We'll see if we can get them on the chat. Boyos, what is going on here? Zach O'Reilly from Simsational TV is here. You guys are live on stream here now, I'm pretty sure. Tell us a bit about what the hell was going on there. That was some fun stuff.
Yes, it was. Simple as that.
There's comments from the super coach. I'll tell you what, Jack Ferguson, you got to speak up, mate. You've lost the round this tonight, and your dad's taking the chockies off you. Does that mean that you actually get some meals this week? Because I think you're on rice and 2-minute noodles after last round's performance there, taking him out.
Yeah, I'm out of 2-minute noodles now. He's gonna have to start paying for food now.
Whip the old credit card out, you reckon?
Yeah.
Is he going to make up for last week's sort of performance in the meal department? You know, you're going to get 500-gram sirloin steaks and porterhouses and whatever. What do you reckon?
Yeah, the 50-gram military rations will be stopping, and I'll be onto some proper food.
Oh, very, very good. Very good. The chef, what happened, mate?
Someone was parked in the middle of the street, mate.
Oh no, I didn't see that on the stream. Who was it? Was it an incident related parked in the middle of the straight, or was it net coding, or what?
Don't know. If it wasn't Nick Coden, it was pretty crazy. They were facing the right direction, just parked right in the middle. Just insane.
Oh, you're kidding. Bloody kidding me. Oh, geez Louise. But that's what happens in racing, that's for sure. Ryan Kennedy, fantastic stuff, mate. That is a really strong round from you. Good to see. How'd you feel?
Yeah, thanks. I'm actually I was enjoying that track quite a lot. You just sort of send it into the corner and just use the slip angle the whole way around. So yeah, it was good fun.
Yeah, bloody good stuff. It was a bit of trials and tribulations there for everyone tonight. I was enjoying watching it, but what do you reckon about the 86s? It's the second last time we'll be running them this season. Have we enjoyed it as a collective?
Most
Yeah,
definitely.
season.
Absolutely, they're great fun cars.
I'm glad that they're gone.
You'll be sad that they're gone. Yeah, I can't disagree with you there. Oh, you'll be glad.
Glad, yeah.
Oh.
I've had a shocker this season.
Well, don't worry. We've here at AK Racing, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a poll going on for what the cars will be run for next season, as chosen by all of our drivers here in Wednesday Cup. So next season, it'll be whatever they vote in. And everyone, it's one of those things here in racing. We try to please everyone, and I think whatever cars we do choose have been excellent. But I'm going to wrap it up here, gentlemen. Thank you very much for sticking around and having a chat after the race by all of you guys. It's been very good to hear from you. And Nathan, I hope you get back on the podium for next round as well. You found some form late here, so it's good to see you getting to grips.
Fingers crossed, mate. Fingers crossed.
Good to see. Nick Mole, keep battling away there. Ryan Kennedy, well done. Everyone has done well tonight as well. But that is me over and out. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Simsational TV, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be back on Sunday. And we will be broadcasting the V8s, if you don't mind, from Road America. It's a 2-hour enduro coming up here on Simsational TV at AK Racing as well. So stick around with us for that. On 6:30 p.m. Is when qualifying will kick off, but I'll be live from about 6:15 to get everything going there. Enjoyed your company tonight. Thank you very much. Heather Hughes, thank you very much for watching, cheering on your son there in the chat as well. That was a good comeback from him as well. It's been exciting tonight. Last round of Wednesday Cup will be broadcast next week on Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen, in the 86s, so stick around for that too. But in the meantime, thank you very much for tuning in and watching tonight and bearing with me while I'm under the weather. Sounding like a foghorn here. I'll hopefully be better by Sunday. And Chris Munro will be back in the chair with me in the commentary box. Cannot wait to see him as well for the V8 Supercar. So stick around with us for them. But for now, it's over and out. And as always, here I've been Zach O'Reilly. And here at Simsational TV, just keep it flat out.